So today I go over this whole I have a collection, it's like three photos of some UAPs I picked up back in 2016 since UAPs have finally became a interesting topic on the interwebs. So this is 2016. I was rolling with what was it, a Motorola Optimus. So the camera quality is trash like most UAP or uh, Dior photos turn out to be. I'm running it through Lightroom Classic. So we're gonna go and jump right into this. This is the first photo. You see the noise. I took this in the dead of night with my little uh, cheap track phone. Basically, I see these craft. They come by whenever I'm outside listening to music. They appear, they fly over. It happens so frequently, like every night. Usually, if I'm out there, I see one. Or if my brother's around, they come, they show up. So I just decided to take a picture one night. I think this might be over a week. I only took three photos though. I never really. I was more in the moment most of the time. You really don't. I never thought to take pictures of this stuff because even if you did, who's going to believe you, right? So this uh is a photo. That's an artifact. That squiggle up there. That was on the lens. Likely a hair right here. This is an artifact. But it's a triangular craft. It's weird. I don't know if y'all have seen them before. You probably heard of them. They go by the name PR3Bs, Black Manta, whatever you want to call them. Uh, so this is a photo of it right here. I don't know if you can see these three distinguishing lights right here. From below the darkness. Uh, Flex. There it is. Right here. I wish I knew how to use this program enough to make it draw square, but y'all see, is it zooming in as well as I think it is? These three lights right here, basically. It's a triangular craft and it's coming up towards my direction at an angle. I'm sitting on the porch, it's flying by, and you recognize this craft because it has these distinguishing uh, flashing red lights on the back left side. The back left side of the craft. That's how you can tell. And it's coming over an angle. It always does this. It flies the same path, right? And it did it to the point I swear it. Air traffic in this area over my house disappeared for like a year because this craft kept coming through, and there'd be like orbs and stuff kind of in the area as well. It was weird, bro. So this uh is the first photo, and there's a photo. I believe starting my next photo. So this is the orb that appeared over across the street. Uh, yeah, it has that same outline like most people's orbs that they try to take a picture of on TikTok. The white with the weird looking like outline around it. Kind of like, I mean, no, everybody's seen orbs, so I mean, they nothing new about that. That's a orb, like a Lord of Darkness for you. I mean, it stands out. Get the highlights on the other photo too. But yeah, I see the orb stands out like a dang sore thumb. Uh, the last photo is interesting because this last photo I took was the craft coming at an angle, and it was being followed by two fighter jets. So it's the same craft, but it didn't have the lights on while it was doing this maneuver. And it's hard to see it on this one. Oh god, I need to learn the controls for this app. This program's a little bit better. So these, all right, here we go. Bear with me, y'all. So these dots, Lord, look, these dots right here, right? These dots underneath the arrows, these dots are the fighter jets. All right, and they're moving from right to left at an angle towards the house. If I can zoom out this a little bit. A little bit would have been nice. Oh, okay. The dot dot, and it's following this triangular craft. I don't know if I can make out the outline. I wish I had my dang Huawei phone or my Samsung. Well, I didn't really get a Samsung until like many years later, but bruh. So this you can see the triangle. I mean, I'm trying to make it a little bit easier to see, but there's so much noise. This camera's freaking. I don't even know if it had a 2 megapixel camera. But this thing was trash. You know how cameras were back in the day, 2016. You get 2 megapixels, 4 megapixels. Now we're up to 20 and higher megapixel cameras now. This right here was the bottom of the barrel, bro. But yeah, basically, this craft was being. It's the same craft now, same shape craft. You can see you can kind of see the light right here, kind of sort of on that corner, that little thing right there. I don't think it was on though. I don't think it was flashing. I heard the sound, and I heard the sound. I think I heard the sound. It was mostly the jets that I heard. The craft made no noise, and they were flying. And I seen the two flashing lights, and look, something grabbed my attention. I was chilling. I swear something told me to look right. It's like a when you get that light in the back of your head when you close your eyes, you're trying to sleep. Something like flat. And I looked to the right, and there it was. And I seen it. I was like, what in the world? And like they crept. Like they were keeping a distance from the craft. Like they weren't falling behind. The craft wasn't leaving it. It was a constant. They were keeping a constant distance. You see this craft here, kind of in the formation. Another craft behind the other fighter jet. These are fighter jets, by the way. Yeah, and they were just following. I guess they were just watching the craft to see what it was up to. And it just flew from my house like it normally does. It's crazy, man. All right, so I'm back. So I found the posts I made on that website regarding the events. First event regarding the orb in the front yard. Remember that one? The orb I was talking about earlier, or wherever I put this video at. 'Cause I'm gonna cut this up. So this is about an hour after I finished recording. I went searching for those posts. And this is what I found. This is when I seen the two fighter jets chasing the craft. It says, "Hey guys, question: Are we sure that all Astra TR-3Bs are military owned? Because every time I initiate a sighting, it's a TR-3B that flies over my house. Second time now, but much higher up. I was meditating, listening to music, when I got a bunch of bright white flashes in my head, and when I look over, I see two red dots, at first glance floating, then flying towards my house. When they got closer, I seen the triangular craft in front of them." And that's the picture of the triangular craft with the two dots behind it. Yeah, I guess I started trying to get evidence at this point. I mean, I was seeing things probably between these sightings. This was just in September. Man, but there was one night where the craft, this triangular craft, flew. I saw it was like 200 feet above the house, bro. It flew down it was over the street, right? Lined up with the street. Maximum height had to be at least 200 feet, bro. It was so low. I could hear it. And it sounded like a box fan, bro. It rattled like a box fan. It made like there was no loud noise. It wasn't like no vibration in there or anything like that. It was crazy. So I don't know, military might have something like this, but why would they be chasing their own craft? That's the question. Like it's bizarre. Uh, yeah, this was one for like multiple months probably. This craft right here, chilling outside and they're flying by. And like sometimes street lights would go out, orbs would appear. You see the flashing light. One time the flashing light came through my front yard, bro. I'm on the porch. Thing's the size of a basketball, bro. Comes towards the porch. I light my phone up, light me up so it knows I'm there. I want this thing running to me. I don't know what this is. Light it. It goes right on the right side of the porch into the backyard, and I ain't getting up from the porch. I ain't going back there. I ain't leaving the porch, bro. And like I'm like, okay, that just happened. And one night, the street light goes up, and it's a blue orb. It's like the first orb that came to the front yard was a white orb, the white flashing orb you usually see in the TikToks. But this time, the street light went out, and there was this. It was like a blue, a royal blue hue. It was a kind of like the blue of the arrow right here, except more like water, more like a more brighter blue, more true blue. It flashed in the woods. I'm like, yo, what's that? Like my heart was like pounding, bro. Bro, I was scared, bro. So I just sat there, man. I was like, I do meditation when I listen to music. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm watching this thing go from left to right in the woods, man. I ain't going in there. I ain't standing. I ain't going in the woods. I don't know. It was going through the woods, bro. Like it was telling me to go up in there. I ain't going up. I heck no. I was leaving that portion there. Bro, I think I actually ended up. I don't know if I went inside that night. It man, it was crazy. It was heavy, bro. Like the night I seen that craft going down the street, like at 200 feet. I went inside to that. I posted on this archive that I'm part of. Apparently, the orb appeared on the week of September 5th. The post goes, "How's it going, guys? Long time no see. Hey, has anyone else noticed a sudden surge in UFO activity lately? I was a little skeptical about the whole September 23rd thing, but recent events have me wondering. Just this past Wednesday night, I was back from work, out on the front porch, sitting on the steps, listening to music in deep thought, when I see this airplane appear out of nowhere. Uh, Out of nowhere above the tall pine trees across the street in front of my house, flickering twice as planes do. Then it hopped over, and by when I say hopped over, it kind of it skipped a pretty large distance from right to left. Skipped a distance and then flashed again. So it uh it hopped over, which planes don't do, and flickered again. This is when I became skeptic. Then the flicker happened further down in front of the treetops. Then it flickered over the power lines in front of my house. This is when I lit my cell phone up, uh, so that whatever or whoever knew I was there. Then it flickered beside my house. Now, this whole time, this object was invisible until it flickered. That's when I knew where it was. Nearly 2 days later, video surfaces on YouTube of the same blinking UFO chasing a missile. In short, I think it's heating up. If not, in my neck of the woods in general. Okay, so if y'all, I don't know if y'all remember this. If you're just coming to the whole UAP thing, you probably haven't heard this, but there was a video back in 2015 of this UFO chasing an active missile and deactivating an emitter, and the missile just fell out of the sky.
At this stage, the rocket was traveling between 11 and 14,000 miles per hour when a saucer-shaped craft entered the frame.
It flew into the frame like this, and it shot a beam of light at the warhead. Now, remember, all this stuff is flying at several thousand miles an hour. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space.
So that happened, I think, like a day later after I seen this event take place in my front yard. Yeah, man. Like, and then you see like the more you get into it, it seems like the more you follow these crafts. I feel like you're. I'm not gonna say just. I don't know. Look, man. Telekinesis is a thing. I think these things are part of that. I'm gonna say, it, all ludicrousy, all that pseudoscience. But there's something that that these things I swear can like sense or pick up in your thoughts, bro, where they appear and they disappear. I don't know, but I'm telling you, man. You when you start seeing these craft, it feels like when I started like becoming less, I guess, intimidated by these craft, I started seeing like other craft. You see like white craft moving off to the side and stuff. While you're out there, just I mean, like different UFOs be like just chilling, just like moving around and junk. So nice, man. It's crazy. Like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. I saw daytime. You'll see like these white metallic orbs just flying through the air, and then you got the occasional helicopter trying to chase it down. I mean, it's bizarre, bro. I'm not gonna get into any other things that it's so out there now. You got the government talking about what are these drones and what are these orbs, what are these diorbags, and what everybody's talking about. So now it's not that crazy anymore. Surprisingly, because I was mad. People thought I was smoking weed and stuff at work. I brought this up. People were like, bro, what you smoking, bro? Like, bro, what you smoking, man? Yeah, man. It's crazy. It is crazy, bro. But sometimes the truth is crazier than fiction, bro. It's true. Sometimes the truth is sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, my guy. And this might be the case. Because man, I didn't really start seeing these craft until I joined that forum I was talking about. Uh, Supposedly the member, the person, is weird. It's so I'm not gonna disclose the forum, but I'll tell you the basis of the forum. Right. So supposedly this guy who doesn't stay in this country is in contact with this entity from another galaxy. Okay. Who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. But dude supposedly says these things come from the Andromeda galaxy. Who knows? Again, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt or a whole cup of salt in this case. And supposedly dudes here doing wherewithal, missions and for the group of people, I don't know, some government or something that we don't know about. And supposedly this is the craft they be chilling in. They be flying around. Who knows? I don't know. I ain't got the answers. Cause I don't really care, about having a good cell phone back in the day. I'm just like, if it makes phone calls and I can play music, that's really all I want. I kept a huge SIM card in the thing, bro, just to keep all my music. That's it. I didn't really care about the camera quality because I have a. I don't know if I had my DSLR back then. But it's just, I don't think I bought it yet. But basically, I didn't really care too much about the camera quality, so that wasn't until later. Just what I had. That's the last photo I have. I'm going to cut this up because I know I rambled a lot. I take some stuff out, but yeah. I don't really see the craft that much. And I kind of I'm not saying I don't want to see the craft as much, but I mean, I've seen them enough. I already know. Chill. They can use that time to like maybe go around other people who don't know. That'd be more. I think it'll be more worth their time. I mean, I'm cool with the existence. I'm cool with these crafting there. I ain't got no beef. You know. I do have a document I made. Kind of explaining it, going into depth on what happened. My personal experience. I might post it. Just so y'all can like take a look at it. Take it with what you will, a grain of salt. This is my personal experience. It's my theories. Because I mean, I've sat with these things for multiple months at a time, So I've had time to kind of study their appearance and what kind of triggers their appearance and stuff like that. So I've kind of come to certain conclusions. So, I mean, if y'all want to take a look at that, y'all can. Probably post it when. I might make these photos available if y'all want them to. So let me know if y'all want these for studying. There's better proof out there nowadays. They got videos and stuff now. So this is it. But yeah, okay, that's it. Though.